Welcome to another episode of the Caribbean Commission's segment here on Channel 78. My name is Esther Lures, and I am the Public Relations Officer for the Caribbean Commission. Today, we have with us again Commissioner Bernard Rollins, who is a member of the Commission and former chairperson. And today we are going to talk about the Caribbean Commission, right? The Caribbean Commission, Caribbean Heritage Month, who are the members, when was it formed? And so we're going to just go right in. So Commissioner Rollins, would you like to say a quick hi to the folks at home watching us?
Well, I want to say hello to everyone. The Caribbean Commission, I was appointed 8 years ago as one of the commissioners and a past chair of the commission. Our sole purpose was to make a contribution to the mayor's office and to address the needs of the Caribbean community, bringing the Caribbean community closer to the mayor's office. Things that were needed, problems that we face, how we can work in collaboration, how the mayor's office can work in collaboration with the Caribbean community to make the office of the mayor a comfort place where the Caribbean community can amplify its needs, work with them to deal with things like disaster, deal with schools, deal with the education system on the whole, health care, and everything that you can think
And because of those needs, right, how can we make the Caribbean community better? The mayor, along with the then council president, Mildred Crump, thought it was necessary to form the Caribbean Commission. And so in 2015, in addition to what existed, the African Commission and the Hispanic Commission, the Caribbean Commission was formed. And so Commissioner Rollins and I were one of the first two members. The other two members are Commissioner Ince and Commissioner Nisbet, who are not with us, but Commissioner Ince is from Barbados and Commissioner Nisbet is from Trinidad and Tobago. I represent Jamaica and...
I represent Guyana. Guyana on the in South America, on the South American coast, which is bordered by Suriname, Venezuela, Brazil, and the Atlantic Ocean. Right. So I make that clear because a lot of people believe they mistake Guyana for Ghana. So I'm talking about Guyana, South America.
South America, not in Africa. So one of the ordinance states, and you've probably heard me say this, the Caribbean Commission exists to inform, to engage, to educate, and to even discuss policy items that we can recommend to the city. So what are issues that we are facing as Caribbean residents that we can make changes to? And that's why the commission was formed. So over the years, we've done, flag raising ceremonies. We've helped with doing food drives and help with COVID vaccine drives. And we are moving now into disaster preparedness and helping with issues that happen in the Caribbean. So when there was the volcano in St. Vincent, the volcano erupted in St. Vincent.
The volcano.
Thank you very much.
It's not St. Vincent.
St. Vincent.
Not St. Vincent.
And the Grenadines.
Montserrat.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
St. Vincent was affected by the volcano.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for that clarification. So our commissioner who is from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Games, we were able to, the city was able, through the Office of International Relations and Diaspora Affairs, garner up resources that we shipped to that island. So, we thank the city, we thank the commissioners who are able to help mobilize when there was a hurricane in Honduras. We also helped to, collect items and ship those to Honduras as well.
And the Honduras commissioner is Tasha Davis.
Yes, how can I forget Tasha Davis? So our chairperson of the commission is Ms. Tasha Davis. So we have members from various Caribbean islands. And today we just want to highlight, why the commission was formed, who we are, what we've done, and what we intend to do. So other members that you may not have seen are Commissioner Messiah, who is also from Barbados. You've met Commissioner King on our wealth episode, as well as Commissioner Thompson, where we talked about the parks. And so our other members are Commissioner Romano from Trinidad and Tobago, Commissioner Jean Rodriguez from Honduras, Commissioner Irma Pitta from Belize.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
I mentioned Dr. Games from St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
From Guyana, we have Rafiza. Commissioner Rafiza.
Shahabadine, as well as Rose St. Albord from Haiti. And
you mentioned Commissioner King?
Yes, Commissioner King.
I just want to make sure that you get everybody's names in.
Yes, so we operate under the Office of International Relations.
Commissioner Thompson.
No, I mentioned her. She was on our episode with Marcy, where we talked about the Newark Parks. Okay. Yes, so Commissioner Thompson is from Jamaica. And so, so we operate under the Office of International Relations and Diaspora Affairs. And as I mentioned, the Deputy Mayor, Lygia De Freitas, helps to coordinate all the commissions. So you've been interacting with the Caribbean Commission, the Hispanic Commission, as well as the African Commission exists. And at some point, they too may come and provide you with content that's relevant to their community, but the information that we're sharing is, useful to everyone. So, yes, we had a previous Deputy Mayor Ugo, who was here when the commission started. And so as we move into the next phase of the Caribbean Commission, last year, City Council, we recommended that an ordinance be formed to recognize Caribbean Heritage Month here in the city. So Caribbean Heritage Month started 18 years ago. Did you know that? 18 years ago by President Bush, right? So there was an organization that tried to get Caribbean Heritage Month to be recognized, and President Bush, through their advocacy, actually signed that proclamation on June 5th in 2006. And so we just wanted to take the time to let you know what's happening with the Caribbean Commission, give you a little history. And even if you missed this year, let's start to work together to see how we can collaborate, how we can partner, how we can develop resources to build on and make the next Caribbean American Heritage Month a great success. So.
And with that, I also want to add that when the Caribbean Commission was being installed, the City Council, I think it was City Council member Ramos, who was part and parcel who sponsored the bill.
Okay.
That the Caribbean community have an establishment, and the mayor, I think the mayor had a whole lot to do with the development of this Caribbean Commission, and that's one of the things I want to thank him and his council, the mayor and the City Council. I want to thank them for something that is happening for the Caribbean community. You can't get everything, but I mean, this is one thing that has happened, and that we must say thank you. And we hope that we'll be able to, at some point in time, in our last presentation we were talking about the arts, and now, we still have, since after 8 years, we haven't got a steel band. But, and I'm saying is that that's very, very
If you
quiet.
are listening out there, Commissioner Rollins has been advocating for a steel band for ever since. So if you know how we can garner resources to acquire a steel band for the city, please let us know. I think definitely, yes, following up on our conversation with Gary about the arts, that would definitely be an addition to our students to expose them to the art of playing the steel band. I don't know how to play the steel band, but there's definitely an art to it, expression and creativity. And so It's definitely something we can continue to explore. And in addition to, the Caribbean Commission as it is, we listed about 30 members. We still have the capacity to have new up to 21 members. So if you are interested, if you live in Newark, if you work in Newark, have a vested interest in the city, you can let us know and we can submit your name to the mayor's office. There is a process, right? You have to go through, submit your information. City Council will approve it. And please note that it is a volunteer position. It's not paid. You give your service to your community. And if you feel that you have the ability to impact and serve your community, definitely reach out to us so that we can let you know how you can join. So.
Yeah, with that said, we would like students who are involved in the universities, to become a part of what's taking place, because a lot of students are locked out what goes on in the city council. You can partner with the city, collaborate with the city through Calypso, through base NSBE, WISA, Calypso at Montclair State, Calypso at all these different Caribbean students organization. We're asking that you join us and be a part of something, and try to know the city, try to understand what's taking place in the city through collaboration with the Deputy Mayor's Office for International and Diaspora Affairs. We have a whole lot to offer you. There's internships that the city offer, and there are other agencies within the city that offers internship. So we can say is that through our Department of International Affairs and Diaspora, we can, encourage you to become a part of the commission too. You're invited.
I know. I'm smiling because I went way back to my days at Rutgers. Back in the 90s, I was the president of WISA, the West Indian Students Association.
And I was the president of Calypso.
Calypso is at NJIT. And so, as a student organization, we found much pride in bringing Caribbean culture to our community, from bringing on artists and having food sales where we're, selling things and letting the university be exposed to our culture. And so it's very interesting that 20 years later, we're here now doing this on the city level. And so, as Bernard said, it's important that we still connect with our students. So if you're watching this, and let's see how we can reconnect those partnerships with our students to see if we can bridge from the college to the government level and keep it going.
And what I want to say is that let me give a pitch for the Hispanic and the African Commission. What I want to say is that folks come to this country, we migrate to this country, and after we get settled into the cities, there's a lot of stuff that we don't know. Like, for example, your child getting into school. When you get into school, where do I go? How do I access the school system? Through the Deputy Mayor's Office for International and Diaspora Affairs, you can be guided on how to deal with that situation as an immigrant student who is coming here to go to school, or who is here and have to go to school on the appearance guidance. Through the school system, the deputy mayor can also afford you that opportunity and expose you to what is here in the city, how you go about doing your business in terms of educating yourself.
Great information. So we're going to close up. We'll probably have some reflections of things that we've done in the past, from our flag raising ceremonies that we've had over the years, starting back in August with Jamaica's 60th independence. We did
Guyana 50th independence,
Guyana 57th last week, and just tying it back to the segment that we did on health and mental health. Those resources still exist. So if you have been affected by this, definitely reach out to the Community Health and Wellness Department, or tying it all back to the Office of International Relations and Diaspora Affairs. They can give you the contact information if you need it. And yeah, so we'll show you some highlights of some things that we've done, the flag raising ceremonies, as well as some of the tapings that we've done before. So thank you for tuning in. This is our 8th episode that we've done so far. So thank you. And to the mayor's office again, and to the studio team, thank you very much.
Mayor, can I tell you something? You're actually one of my favorite mayors. Bet you didn't know that. I've watched you from a very long time, and I do respect you. Not to be outdone by Esther's lovely gift, I too bought you a gift. So, since you might be leaving us, and I hope you'll be staying for some of the lovely Jamaican food, I hope we have some jerk chicken, something, nothing? Mayor, you must hang out for a jerk chicken, and maybe they have some sorrel, my favorite drink. And guess what? Hold on a second. Mayor, they have sorrel. Guess what goes well with sorrel? Hold this for a second.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And after you're finished with the sorrel, tomorrow morning, some Blue Mountain coffee to revive you. And, Mayor, if Mayor, you do me a favor.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Jamaica's independence. Please make sure tomorrow you wear this proudly. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is, so that you don't get into trouble if you go walking tomorrow and showing off your bandana, pour a little bit of that into this. Wagwan.
Having commissioners.
Ready?
Step on my toe. Man, got this thing.
Come on, everyone, say Jamaica!
Let it go. Let it go. He's done.
Three, two, one.
That was awesome.
Happy
Happy Independence to Barbados.
Happy Independence, Barbados.
Go ahead.
Ready?
Don't go too fast. Take your time.
Okay.
Go slowly. Go slowly. Slowly.
I would say that any resources, any strategies that you have, please go ahead and share it with the community.
We will, and I look forward to having more of these type of conversations. I think that just having this initial step is a step in the right direction, where we identify some of the things and some of the weaknesses and some of the strength that we have as a group, as a diaspora, because we're all diaspora, in order to achieve a better, a better sense of being, a better sense of connection with God and connection with each other. I think that the first step is the conversation.
Tu bandera es un lampo del cielo, por un bloque de nieve cruzado, y se ve en su fondo sagrado 5 estrellas de pálido azul. En tu emblema que un mar ruboroso con sus ondas bravías oscura de un volcán tras la cima desnuda hay un astro de nítida luz por guardar ese emblema divino. Marcharemos, oh patria, la muerte, generosa será nuestra suerte si morimos pensando en tu amor.
And why we think you're an awesome person to be here today talking to us.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Again, my name is Kelvin King, the Chief Executive of Alpha Jones USA and Alpha Aviation Incorporated. I'm also an airline pilot with United Airlines, and I've been in aviation for well over 23 years now. So one of our chief responsibilities at Alpha is to make sure that our community, again, I'm a first-generation American. My dad's from Guyana, my mother's from Panama. It's very important to me that, we bring, wherever you go in life, you want to introduce and open up opportunities for your community to enjoy and to embrace and to, secure a market share of what's out there. So one of our chief responsibilities is to educate, to empower, to train, to open up a workforce development process to help people get to the into these particular positions and careers, whether it's a fixed wing pilot or if it's a drone commercial operator. That's essentially what we do, and we're looking to do it very well domestically and abroad.
Raise your voices high and sing of your Caribbean pride. Sing it loud and strong, feel our hearts beat as one. Celebrate this song as we rush to heights where we belong. Sound of victory
Thank you.